Local trains to distant Narita Airport.
Eat and drink.
Yeah, and they ate a lot.
They drink.
Yama and his special hostel out in the cabbage fields. I have a paperwork allergy. Luckily, Yuki doesn't. We've only been hiking 5 minutes and already taking a break. And the usual campground, gloriously devoid of people. It's the end of April and you can see from our dress that the temperature at the moment is pleasant. Back the way we came, a 30-minute hike to the road and 5 minutes on the bus to Waddo. Looking back towards the ferry pier. At our fresco dinner finished, we sip on a few beers. The long steep climb and walk back to the road. The marketplace is the start of a heritage trail.
He asks himself.
Leading up to the phallic Lover's Rock. A shrine for fertility. And the rock itself modestly hidden behind the trees. The walk ended near Happy Valley Racecourse, where we took a bus to nearby Victoria Park. This is the camping ground at Puyo Beach. the inter-island ferry arriving. Peng Chau is the least visited of the main Hong Kong islands, and this is only our second time to go there. Now we're both wearing shorts because the hot, humid weather has finally descended. An isolated group of houses in this mosquito jungle. After the long walk, we're back at the bustling port. A bus ride along the coast, then we start hiking. It's our first time to visit this beach. There's a campground and we're checking to see if we want to stay there. The beach is nice, but there are too many campers and plastic rubbish laying around. This is the next beach heading back towards our campground. Mostly a place for kite surfing and clam digging. And the next beach. This is where we usually begin this seashore hike. Time for a meager lunch, a couple of beers and a swim. And the next beach. The next and longest beach. Looking back the way we came. This beach has a few restaurants and it's where all the white people always hang out. And finally, we arrive at Puyo. This is one of the last remaining river ferries in Hong Kong. This wetland area is a place of mostly abandoned farms and fish ponds. She's a cutie for sure. The hike gradually grew wilder. And hotter. This is the first of many increasingly troublesome fallen trees we had to climb over, under, or scramble around. At last, a nice breeze. That's actually mainland China. I had a beer and Yuki had some kind of sweet tofu. Hong Kong Park, our favourite place for a non-seaside sunset and where we always eat sushi sitting on a particular park bench. Views from the pier as we await our ferry. Yuki's doing some late night laundry near the bus stop where the campground hike begins. Ah yes, Sunny and Super Stanley and our favourite beach about one click from the town. We had a lazy morning at the camp, wasted time with banking and arguing, and so arrived here quite late in the afternoon.
是谁太勇敢，说喜欢你的，只要今天，不要明天，眼睁睁看着爱从指缝中流走，还说再见。不够时间好好来爱。 早该停止风流的游戏。 算了解而分离，不愿爱的没有答案结局。不够时间好好来恨你，终于明白很不容易。爱恨消失前，忧伤温暖我的脸，为我证明我曾真心爱过你，爱过你，爱过你，爱过你，爱过你，爱过
Lama Island and one of our favorite hikes. The girl with Yuki is actually one of my students from Tokyo. Our first swim.
Where to, he asks himself.
Our second and final swim. Lama has 2 ports, and after the hike, we'll take the ferry from here.
Nice place though.
An almost forgotten and historic village with no road connection.
An energy that can manifest itself in the most surprising ways. Telepathically.
Further up the path, I had a nice chat with this chap. No matter how many times I take this ferry, the view and the meaning of the view can always bring a tear to the eye. tourist attractions are, well, something else altogether. And there's the big Buddha. After our vegetarian lunch at this restaurant, we begin our walk around the temple area. Strangely, despite the mass of people coming here every single day, many abandoned places. And now, we start hiking down the mountain on a path that we've never taken before. This is a nunnery. It seemed private, but they welcomed us in. We were surprised to see this area is indeed strewn with monasteries. And then, quite suddenly, we find ourselves in this lively and very livable public housing estate. We bought some cheap beer and cooked food and had a merry old time watching the locals go by.
Where are you from?
The woman we see every year, usually with her husband and walking the two horse-sized dogs.
Oh, do you?
Where, not where you're living, but the one there's a little bit above. We call it the cow shed. So a friend of mine used to live there, and she said, "I don't want to call this place." I said, "Well, why did you call it the cow shed?" So she called it that. But she left, and you've taken over. Yeah. So
Did you buy it?
Yeah, take it over from them.
Roadworks is a water project, isn't
yeah, big water. It's all the sewage and the water and everything. Trouble is, I don't think anyone's going to live in those flats.
it? Why?
Too far away from anybody.
For the first time ever, we rent a couple of bikes. there she goes.
主动，好像被推了一下，然后早已不再算一步。不用真的离开，我们都已不再是昨天的我们。没有门，没有快，喜欢的不喜欢的都在。昨天和明天之间，让人有一点不安。说，却觉得一切。
And now we're drinking a few beers, relaxing and enjoying the views from the very splendid IFC rooftop. Luckily, we're in time to watch the Symphony of Lights from this somewhat unusual vantage point. Many moons ago, I was a busker myself, so I make a point of supporting the worthy or needy. The Star Ferry chugging along. This is the eastern end of the tram line. To save time, we decided to take the MTR underground train here. As always, first we buy some dragon fruits and anything else that catches our eye. And now the main point of coming here, the tram ride back downtown. Front seat, upstairs, window open. Humanity. We got off the tram at Victoria Park. After a long, hot walk, we found the bus stop to Victoria Peak. The circular walk. Lama Power Station. Humanity. Left the campground, straight ahead the trail to the road, but today we're hiking to Muiwo. Already a view of Central and Lama Island, the inter-island ferry, feral cattle, life in a converted shipping container. It's our final full day, and we want an easy day at our small Stanley Beach. Another nice small beach on the way back to town. The popular Stanley Market. We're busy with our cameras for our final eye-watering ferry night views. Humanity. Heavenly humanity. We've packed away, and it's a late breakfast at Puyo Beach before we head to the airport and the end of another Hong Kong holiday.